Have you studied vocabulary for years, but you still can't find the right words when you speak or write? Did you try in vain to memorize endless lists of English words during your school years? If the answer to these two questions is yes, then you are just another common case of English learner who tried very hard, but in the wrong way. Unfortunately, many generations were taught languages in this traditional, stereotypical way. However, the results of these techniques are the mere proof that this system has failed. The biggest percentage of these students cannot communicate effectively, either in oral or written speech. Of course, they have done thousands of grammar exercises and they have studied heaps of words and expressions, but the result is still poor in most cases. So you may wonder, what's the alternative? The alternative is integrating vocabulary and grammar into real language. Let me ask you something. How did you learn your mother tongue? Through speaking and listening to it. You didn't study any grammar rules or memorize any word lists. All this came up much later in your life. Grammar and vocabulary should be learned through use and practice. Students should first learn to use tenses or passive voice, for example, and then name or study them. We should experience language, not just study it. Vocabulary can also be taught through texts or real-life situations. Words cannot be learned by memorizing isolated lists. It has been proved that the human brain cannot incorporate such solitary knowledge. Vocabulary should always be studied in its relevant context, a dialogue, a text, an article, etc. Listening, reading, and using words is the only way to absorb new vocabulary. So you may wonder, what's the secret? The secret is to learn grammar and vocabulary as a natural part of a language. Try to use new grammar structures and words when you speak or write. Use them in your own sentences. Don't just study rules or do exercises. Thus, changing our attitude towards language learning is vital. Modern teaching theories demand a change. Therefore, it's time publishing companies and teachers adjusted to a new concept and reality. Visit www.elearningclass.com, our site, which is dedicated to the modern techniques of teaching English. Browse the various pages of our site and see what is revolutionary today in the world of language learning. And get the most out of it through Skype. Practice real-life English through our oral activities and turn theory into mother tongue. Please contact us at education.moodle@gmail.com.